Hello everyone, welcome back to Isadora. It's really good to be back. Okay, since about last year, I think December, I took my channel off Instagram completely because I felt like my topics were getting a bit too serious for Instagram. So I started to post on YouTube. That would be Isadora 444. So I started to post predominantly on YouTube. However, a few days ago, I ran into somebody I didn't even know. So this person was saying to me, well, you stopped posting on Instagram. I used to watch your channel and it was quite educative. And okay, that was like really, really great, right? You know what it's like someone you don't know actually says that to you. It was like, yay. Okay, so that was great. So anyway, what he said to me, well, you stopped posting on Instagram. Like, I didn't stop posting altogether. I still post on YouTube, but he's not on YouTube, and he was like, oh yeah, there's so many people that are on Instagram are not on YouTube. Just try to post something on Instagram once in a while. So I'll divide the topics. The ones I feel are not so serious, I'll post on Instagram. The ones that are so serious, I'll just leave it on YouTube. So anyway, if you're watching, I did promise to do a post, so this is it. And thank you so much for the encouragement. I really, really, really do appreciate it. So anyway, my topic for today is the 7 deadly sins. Yikes. And why it's so deadly. Like, for instance, if you don't understand why you should stop doing something, you won't stop doing it, right? Okay, so take somebody that has like anger issues, or someone that is greedy, for instance. If you don't know why you should stop being greedy, you won't stop it, would you? So anyway, so let's break it down. Let's talk about it. Hopefully it's fun enough for Instagram. But so the first point will be pride, also referred to as vainglory. So proud people, these are people that look down on other people. These are people that are derogatory towards other people. These are people that believe they're better than other people. Do you understand? So what these people lack is understanding, and it's the fact that they're not necessarily better than other people. Other people just serve a different purpose in their lives. For instance, look at a person that, maybe a rich person, that is cruel or horrible or derogatory towards their domestic staff, for instance. Okay, let's say maybe like a security guard. Now, in status, yes, this person may be richer, do you understand, and have more opportunities than the security, but as a human being, they may not necessarily be better than them. Okay, so what they're lacking, what they don't understand is that if the security isn't there, the security person just serves a different purpose in their lives. If that person isn't there, their houses are left open, and everything they hold so dear that makes them richer or, you know, have more opportunities than this person can be taken away from them. If the security isn't there to secure the home, armed robbers can come in and steal everything away, right? Or a woman that is horrible to her maid or her domestic staff or whatever it is. If those people are not there to help you with the chores and take care of your children or whatever it is, you won't even have time to run the business or go to the work you're going to. Do you understand? You will be so exhausted. So people serve a different purpose in their lives. Does not necessarily mean they're worse human beings. It's so unfortunate that even most of this staff, their self-esteem is so bad that they only understand being treated like trash. Do you understand? Like, if you're treating them like trash, right, that's when they respect and honor you or whatever it is. And the moment you start to treat them well and treat them as equals, that's when they seek your downfall. So it's unfortunate that, you understand, that has become some people's mentality. However, as a human being, being a proud person is not necessarily detrimental to other people. It's actually detrimental to you as a human being. Let me break it down. If I see proud people are insecure people, these are people that are hiding deep-seated insecurity. And why do I say that? I saw a very rich person once. I mean, this person is one of the richest people I'm talking about in Africa. Do you understand? One of the richest people. And this person is absolutely humble because there's nothing to prove. If that makes any sense. Do you understand? There's nothing to prove. I don't know if you've heard of the saying, empty vessels make the most sound. Do you understand? The only reason why somebody would feel that there's something to prove is because they are actually poor in mentality. Do you understand? They have poverty mentality. Do you understand? They are insecure. That's when they feel they have something to prove to other people. That's when they feel they have to lord their finances, or they have to lord clothes or status or whatever over other people. Because if you take somebody that was born into wealth, somebody that's always had wealth, for instance, somebody that receives maybe $10,000 weekly, If they get paid the following week another $10,000, it's not such a big deal. They're actually looking maybe to invest or something. Give somebody with poverty mentality $10,000. As soon as they get that money, they're looking to blow it on something to show off to other people that, yes, I have more money than you. I have, because they feel they have something to prove. Somebody that receives that all the time, or is not proving something to the outside world. They're trying to prove something to themselves that they can be a success. They're investing that money or doing something. Somebody that just received that money that never, because these people obviously they are at a position they never thought they would attain, and that's why they're so proud, if that makes any sense. That's why they are so derogatory towards other people. That's why they feel the need to lord whatever it is they have, their status, over other people, because they're at a position they never thought they would attain. They are hiding. They are very insecure people, but now they can cover it up with money or position or whatever it is, you understand, and lord that over other people, if that makes any sense. So insecure people are proud people are very insecure people. They are hiding some deep-seated insecurity, is why they feel they have a point to prove to the outside world. So the second deadly sin is greed, and can be looked at as covetousness as well. So what does this mean? This is actually quite simple, actually. So the best way to describe this is my friend's boyfriend takes care of her, but and buys her everything she wants. But I don't want to go out to look for my own person. I want him. I don't even want him to introduce me to his friends. I want him. I want to snatch him off her. My brother or sister has more money than me. I don't want to go out to work hard for my own money. No, I want his or her money. Do you understand? I want it all. My colleague has a better position than me or got a promotion. I don't want to work hard the way they did to get that promotion. I want their position. I just want it. I don't want to work for it. I would lie and manipulate my way and get that position. So what greed makes you do, and why it's so deadly, is that it makes you do horrible, shicey things. Do you understand? That will come back to bite you in the ass. Basically, that's why it's so deadly. Like, it makes you sell your soul. And when I say sell your soul, it's you will compromise in ways that you never thought possible. Do you understand? You will compromise and do things. Like, if you're looking to steal somebody's partner, or if you're looking to take someone's position, you have to do some shicey things. Do you understand? You have to sell your soul. You have to compromise in ways that are very, 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 very down low and dirty. Do you understand? So basically, I don't know if you've, like, this deadly sins, right? It was pulled out of religious text, and in the same religious text it says, like, what does it profit a man to lose his soul and gain the whole world? Do you understand? Whatever it is you put out there, you're going to be getting back, right? Whatever it is, it's the law. It's a universal law, right? So it's not something I made up, literally. So whatever it is you sow, you reap, right? Whatever it is you put out there, you're going to get back. So if you sell your soul, if you compromise and do shifty, dirty, down low things, it's coming back to bite you in the ass eventually. So that's why it's so deadly. Do you understand? It's detrimental to you, not to the other person you're doing it to. It's actually detrimental to you, because anything that can be taken away, most of the time, are meant to be taken away, if you tend to look at things that way. So if you think you're stealing something from someone, do you understand? Whatever it is you're putting out there, it will come back to you. And it's not in the way you put it out there. It will come back to you tenfold. Sometimes it doesn't. If you snatch somebody's partner, it might not come back in the form of somebody snatching your partner. It might just come back in the form of, maybe you guys get married, and down the line, when you feel so comfortable, the man walks away and he divorces you, not even for another woman. He just doesn't want to stand you anymore. Do you understand? Like, so, and it will be like a public embarrassment or whatever it is. So it will come to you tenfold in another way. Do you understand? That's why it's so deadly. It's not so much, it's not detrimental to other people. It's actually detrimental to you. So it's okay to say, oh, I want to be greedy and I want this and I want what belongs to someone else. But the truth is, you're not necessarily targeting other people. You're actually targeting yourself, if you want to look at it that way, because whatever it is you do to other people is coming back to bite you in the ass. Okay, so number 3 deadly sin is lust, and can also be referred to as illicit sexual desire. Okay, so think about lust is, in my opinion, is actually the deadliest sin. Reason being, it's the easiest way for somebody to take from you or steal from you. So let's break it down. I mean, if you don't know why you should stop doing something, you really won't feel the need to stop it, right? Okay, so let's break it down. So Like I said, sex is the easiest way for somebody to actually take from you, right? So let's, because first of all, you can't go around sleeping with somebody because they have a good body, or they look good, or the guy has money, or he has muscles, or for whatever reason. Do you understand? I'm not saying it won't happen at all. What I'm trying to say is you can't just go around doing it all willy-nilly. Do you understand? Okay, because first of all, let's not even talk about the obvious, like maybe you're actually exposed to like STDs or STIs. Let's leave that aside. Let's really break it down. Because if it's that, then people feel they can just use protection and then just move on with it. But it's a bit deeper than that. So that's what I want to talk about. Men, right? Men are creators. Why? God created life, right? God is a creator of life. And man was made in the image of God, right? So men are creators, because a man can sleep with a woman and create a child. So you also create life, right? So it's like you have a God force, not the big G, maybe a small God, God force. Like, so your libido is actually called your life force, right? Because it gives life. Do you understand? When you give a woman sperm, she nurtures it and it creates life. So men are actually creators. Do you understand? Now, except there's a form of manipulation to it. Like, you know how some men will, and I'm really getting deep here, you know, some men sleep with women to steal from them. Basically, that's like topic for another day. Anyway, some men sleep with women to steal from them. So I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about if you're like the general guy that feels like you're such a player and you're so hot and you can sleep with every woman, it's detrimental to you, not to the people you're sleeping with. No. The worst that can happen with the people you're sleeping with is maybe they'll be heartbroken, maybe whatever. But what you're doing is giving away your life force. You're like wasting your life force. It's like wasting your talent. Do you understand? Your life force, like I said, is your libido. So if you're wasting it into this person, that's why Christianity, for instance, encourages like one partner, because at least you know who you're giving that life force to. Do you understand? Your life force is like your creativity. Do you understand? What happens, like I said, except there is manipulation to it, and that man is actually using all the sex to steal from women. Except there's manipulation. If there's none, that sort of person will they might have money, but they will never be wealthy, because your creativity is what you're wasting away. It's like you're pouring away your talents, you're pouring away your creativity. That sort of person will probably, most likely, continuously work for somebody else for the rest of their life, because they won't be able to do their own thing. They won't be able to create their own. Do you understand? They won't be able to. They might have money, they may never be wealthy. Like, they might have a lot of money today and it will go down tomorrow. Do you understand? Like, haven't you seen people that you have sex with and things start to go bad? Do you understand? That sort of thing. So they are giving away their creativity to Crazy Sue down the road because she has a good body. Crazy Jane, Sally, bipolar Sally down the, do you understand? Because she looks cute or whatever it is. You understand? So what that is doing is a man is throwing away his life force when he sleeps around with different women. Like I said, except there's some form of manipulation to it, and that man is actually using it to steal from women. Do you understand? And well, to increase their own wealth. There are ways to do that. It's deep. I'm not getting into that. So anyway. So except that it's that, but if you're just like regular Joe and you think you're such a player and you're sleeping around with like 20 different women, you're actually, it's actually detrimental to you and your own life, because that sort of person can never create wealth. Never ever create wealth. They might have money. In fact, they might have a lot of money today, but it will go down tomorrow. So there would never really be a balance, because their creativity is what they're throwing away. Now, if you're a woman, I'm trying to be conscious of time, so I'm trying to rush, but it's really deep. Okay, so if you're a woman, like what women do is a woman receives, right? A woman is like the earth, you plant. Like a man plants his sperm and a woman receives, she nurtures. Who are you receiving from? If that makes any sense. Like I said, let's forget about the obvious STDs and STIs. You don't know. A lot of people do dangerous things behind closed doors, right? Some people are murderers. Some people are rapists. Some people are, all the things you would refer to as a no-no, as, downright horrible. Some people are that behind closed doors and you don't know. Are this the people you're receiving from as a woman? Do you understand? Like I said before, don't forget, sometimes you get intimate with somebody and you realize that things start to go wrong in your life. Do you understand? Because of sex is the highest form of energy exchange. You understand? So if you're a woman receiving from a psychopath or whatever it is, you're nurturing parts or the essence of the psychopath is what you're receiving and nurturing. Do you understand? If you're receiving from a murderer or a rapist or whatever, what you're taking in is essence of that person. Do you understand? And that's what you're nurturing. That's why sometimes, like I said, a woman, and then, you know, that aside, there's also, like, if you have a machine, right, and you use it all the time, what happens to it? There's wears and tears, right? What you notice for people that tend to sleep around a lot is that they start to lose their youth. You can start to tell there's a wear and tear. They start to look a bit older, a bit worn out. Do you understand? It's wear and tear of, do you understand, their energy, like I said. And a machine that is used constantly, after a while, would need maintenance, like wears and tears and everything. And it's also the same for a human body, for the human body. Like, if you're somebody, you start to lose your youth. You start to lose, do you understand, that youthful essence about you. You start to lose that as a person. So that's why I think, because that's why it's so detrimental. Do you understand? I think lust is the highest form, because lust leads to sex, blah, 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 just like illicit sex. Anyway, it's so detrimental, not to the people you're doing it to, not to other people, but to you yourself. If the next deadly sin is envy, and I think this actually speaks for itself, like, seriously, I tell people that money is not the root of all evil. It's envy. No, I know I stand that stands for argument. You understand? You know, that can be argued. And the thing is, yeah, because see, if somebody would go out of their way and do anything terrible, evil, to have money, do you understand? It's mostly because they're seeing other people and they want to be in competition. Most of the time with other people is why somebody would do anything for money. Do you understand? Okay, I want to have money at all costs. I will do this to other people. Do you understand? Because they have a point to prove. They want to prove a point to other people that they are wealthy or they have money or whatever it is. Do you understand? Half of the time, it's because they're seeing somebody else they feel they need to oppress. Do you understand? If that makes any sense. So the root of it is still envy. Most of the time, envy is what makes a man want to kill his friend. Envy is what makes somebody want to drag another person down. Envy, just because you're envious of them. Do you understand? Envy might not necessarily be somebody you even know at all. You're just envious of the fact that some people have so much money, they can oppress other people, and you want yours. So you will do anything to get that money. Do you understand? Envy. Do you understand? You're envious. You're envious of negative things. You're envious of people that have money and, do you understand, can oppress people and can do whatever. So you go out and you sell your soul. You compromise in ways that are, you know, that you never thought you were compromising, just to have this money, just to go out there and prove a point. That's why I keep saying, for me, in my opinion, envy is actually the root of all evil, not so necessarily money, because envy of other people's lifestyle is why you feel that, okay, I also need to compete, I also need to be here, I also need to oppress people, I also need to have this money at all costs. Do you understand? So it's envy, in my opinion, and not necessarily, do you understand, or money or whatever. It's the envy of that lifestyle, that fabulous lifestyle that you want, and then you go to any lengths and do anything to actually achieve that. The next deadly sin is gluteny, and sometimes this can actually include drunkenness, like if you drink a lot. So I don't know if you've heard of the saying, like, okay, in my local dialect, right, there's a saying that says you shouldn't eat with, like, all 10 fingers. Like, most of the time when you're eating, you're just eating with, like, probably your right hand. And if you're if you're someone that uses your left hand, maybe your left hand. But once you start to eat with both hands, what would happen? Like, you will finish it. I don't know the best way to explain this, right? So, like, if you live on salary, or even if you're doing business and you spend everything on, do you understand, on maybe food or over drinking, or, do you understand? Gluttony, in my opinion, is whatever it is you do in excess. Do you understand? I don't want to limit it to just food or drinks. Whatever it is you do in excess, any addiction, do you understand, in excess, in my opinion, is what gluttony is. So whatever it is you do in excess, obviously it's not free. It doesn't come free. You're spending money on it. So if you're spending money on, okay, most of the time people do like a budget for their food or budget for, if you keep going past your budget, you will not have any savings. You won't have anything to yourself. Do you understand? You won't have anything to your name. You would have squandered everything. Do you understand? Even gluttony, in my opinion, is like spending money in excess. Do you understand? Whatever it is you do in excess is what I will call gluttony. Do you understand? And it doesn't come free. It won't even come. It's not a cheap lifestyle. So you're literally living above your means, which is detrimental to you. So if you're living above your means, you can't have any savings. God forbid anything happens. You will now start to look to other people that have. Do you understand? You start to look to other people that have, like, oh, this person doesn't want to help me. This person doesn't want to do this. You could have helped yourself by actually saving your money, but you squandered everything. Do you understand? On whatever it is. Do you understand? Sometimes it's even being a spendthrift. Do you understand? You just buy things you don't even need. Just, I need to. Do you understand? I need to look like this. I need to do this. I need to do that. So you keep spending money that should have been saved for rainy days or should have been saved as investment. Do you understand? So you won't have anything to your name, basically. Do you understand? It's basically living above your means. You won't have anything to your name. If anything happens tomorrow, you're pretty much destitute. Do you understand? So that's why it's deadly. So most of these deadly sins, the problem with it is it's not detrimental to other people. It's actually detrimental to you, to your life. The next deadly sin is wrath or anger. And why is this so deadly? It's the easiest way for you to lose things. Yeah, lose opportunities, lose friends, lose people. Okay, for instance, right? Imagine somebody that has a lot of respect for you. Like, somebody has respect for you, and then one day, like, the person sees you talking to somebody in so much anger. I would destroy you, crazy, mad person, yeah, screaming. Instantly, what happens is that person loses respect for you. Do you understand? And you understand, if they're to recommend you for anything, if they're to talk about you to other people, the first thing they will say is, oh no, that person, they're nice, but that person's actually quite crazy. Do you understand? So already it gives you a bad reputation. Do you understand? It gives you a negative, people look at you negatively. Do you understand? And that can affect opportunities as well. So that's one. Like I said, is the easiest way for you to lose things. Okay, how does this work? So imagine like somebody that does not have a job, or let's even say someone that has a job. Somebody calls you and says, oh, I have an opportunity for you. Let's sit down and have a meeting or whatever it is. And you're angry with somebody. And then you're on your way to the place and you see that person you're angry with, right? And then you stop and harass them and hold on to their shirts and hold on to them and say, oh, I wouldn't let you go, you idiot, you did this. What do you think will happen? Most of the time, more often than not, you're probably going to be late for where you're going to. You're probably not going to go there at all, depending on the other person's reaction. Or even if you do get there, you're not as composed and as put together as you should be. So you don't put your best foot forward. What anger makes you do is lose opportunities or delay opportunities. Do you understand? If that makes any sense. Like I said, these deadly sins are actually pulled out of religious texts, right? In the same religious text, like in the Bible, for instance, it says, like, if you're in church and you want to come and give thanksgiving, do you understand? And you remember that you're at war with your brother, you should drop everything, go and make up with your brother before you come back. Reason why this is, like I said, if you're going for a meeting or to get an opportunity and you see somebody you're angry with and you hold on to them, and when you hold on to things, your hands are not free. Do you understand? There's stuff in your hands, so you can't receive what is coming to you. That's what happens. Do you understand? So to receive, your hands, you have to let go. You have to let go of whatever it is. Letting go includes people that have wronged you, it's not for them, it's for you, so that your hands can be free. If you're holding on to all sorts of things, your hands are heavy. You can't receive more because you already have stuff in your hands. That's what the Bible is trying to say to you, that because you already have stuff in your hands, you need to drop it. You need to go and make peace with whatever it is. You understand? Drop whatever it is. Because no matter what, when you're at war or at wrath with somebody, it's on your mind. It's heavy. Do you understand? When you make peace with them, the whole thing goes away. Do you understand? Kind of thing. So if you're upset with somebody, it bothers you, it's on your mind. It doesn't make you focus on what's important. You keep focusing on the wrong things. Oh, this person did this to me. Oh, I can't believe it. Oh my God. You miss vital points. You miss other opportunities. You miss other... If somebody had been dumped by their boyfriend or whatever, and they feel bad and they hate men and they don't want to see men and they don't want to... till the one that is actually good will pass you by. You won't know. You will still hold on to stupid anger and your hatred for men and your hatred for people. Yes, they are bad men, but they are also good men. Do you understand? Or whatever it is. Do you understand? So it makes you miss opportunities. It makes you lose things. That's why anger is so deadly. It's not detrimental to other people. It's not necessarily about the person you're angry with. It's about you. It's detrimental to you and your life. Do you understand? Because you start to lose things. You lose opportunities. It gives you a negative persona. People view you differently when they see you in action. Pretty much. Do you understand? And if you can't let go of things, you miss other opportunities. That's why that is such a deadly sin. And the final deadly sin is sloth. Do you understand? So sloth is a lazy person. Do you understand? That, like, reluctant to work. So I mean, apart from the obvious, like, okay, a lazy person, obviously you can't work, so you're not going to feed. I mean, that's like the obvious explanation, right? The not so obvious explanation that I want to break down today with sloth is a lazy person most likely will not get up to clean up their space, right? The space, when I say their space, it might be their home or whatever it is. And I don't know if you've heard of that saying, cleanliness is next to godliness, right? It's not just this. Okay, let me explain that. What that is I want you to imagine this, right? So imagine you walk into a house, like you get to your friend's house and the space is so clean. The windows are open. They have like lilies on the table, like lilies, flowers on the table, and it smells so nice. And the windows are open. The sun is shining into, you have ray of light coming into the house, and the house is clean and everything is in its place. And you would get in there and sit down and feel great and drink tea and ask, do you understand? You'll feel good. You won't even feel like going home, right? Now, imagine also you walk into the same house and it's all cluttered. Everything is upside down. There are clothes on the chair. Everything is scattered. Everything is, do you understand? You even have to clean up food, like dust off food from the chairs and everything. What happens is that clutter and dirt and all those things attract negative energy. Do you understand? Negative energy, in the sense that even if you walk into a room that is like cluttered and dirty and you don't want to sit down, do you understand? You just want to sit on one side of the chair, like, okay, please don't let anything touch me. You don't even, when they offer you food, you don't want it because you're like, okay, I don't want places like roaches have walked all over it. Do you understand? As opposed to walking into a clean space, if they offer you whatever it is, you'll be more than happy to take it because you're comfortable to take it. You're comfortable. You understand? You feel good in that space. So cleanliness attracts positive energy. It attracts positivity. You're in a better state of mind. Do you understand? Even people around you are in a better state of mind. Clutter and dirtiness attracts negative energy. First of all, people don't even want to come into your home, don't want to come around you. Do you understand? And also it puts you in a negative state of mind. Now, as a man thinketh in his heart, so is he. If you're always, they say pray without ceasing. When you say pray without ceasing, it doesn't mean everybody's going to be like all day. You can't do that. Your thoughts are also prayers. Do you understand? As a man thinketh in his heart, so is he. Your thoughts are also prayers. You always have to keep your thoughts positive. You always have to be in a positive state of mind. Being in a negative environment, a dirty, a cluttered environment does not necessarily put you in a positive state of mind. So you're not attracting positivity. Your prayers are not positive because your thoughts are also prayers. Do you understand? So if your thoughts are not positive, you're praying all the time. Every time, even when you're thinking, you're asking, which is kind of like prayers. Do you understand as well? Do you understand? You're asking all the time. So if you're asking for negativity, then you're surprised that you have negativity coming into your life. Do you understand? If your thoughts are positive, it means you're asking for positivity. You always have positive things in your life. So it's not so much, it's not limited to just your words in prayer. Also, your thoughts are very important. Now, for your thoughts to be positive, you have to have a positive state of mind. For you to have a positive state of mind, you have to be in a positive environment. Do you understand? You need to keep your space clean. Do you understand? And your space, it just has to have more of a positive light. Do you understand? So you have more of positivity around you. I think that's where that is so deadly. It's not so much that if you don't work, you're going to be starving. No, you can beg for food. And do you understand? So it's not so much that. It's so much because you have to be in a positive state of mind to attract positivity into your life. Do you understand? So these are the 7 deadly sins. Hopefully I've been able to break it down. Like I said before, if you don't know why you should stop doing certain things, you won't really stop it, right? Because you don't know why you should stop doing it. And people then tend to break this down so much, and I'm so conscious of the time. It's really great to be back. Have a blessed week, have a beautiful week. Namaste, peace, bye.